Good morning, boys and girls of the tubes. What I'm about to show you, I've discussed in the past, but now I'm going to show you how. This is 8 ounces of clean water that I have warmed. What's in these containers is 1 pound of calcium hypochlorite, aka pool shock. There's a reason why I'm going ahead and making this up now. Let me turn you around and show you. See that tarp? I've been catching rainwater. Unfortunately, this rainwater comes off of a tree canopy. A canopy where squirrels run around. And we all know that critters in the woods are, shall we say, vectors for Giardia and Crypto. The two nasty diseases you can get from water here in the continental U.S. Now, if I'd caught that rainwater out there where I showed you those other rain catches, I wouldn't have to do this. But because this rainwater was caught off that tarp, if I ever plan on drinking it, it's got to be treated. Either it's got to be boiled or chemically treated or both. So let's turn you down here. Now this is making your own bleach. I've seen others do this on their channels, and honestly, between you, me, and the bedpost, I think they overdo it. Now, I'm going to double what I say should go into this bottle by putting 4 That's what this bottle should have, is 4. I'm going to double it by going 8. Actually, no, let me think about this. This is an 8-ounce bottle. 8 is what it should have. That's right. Because 1 is what should go into a 30 mil eyedropper, and 30 mils is 1 ounce. So, see, in this bottle, I even have a special little funnel. Some of you who are medicos might recognize what that is. That's used in the doctor's office. It's put on that special light device for looking in the ear with. I snagged one to use as a funnel on my 30 mil bottles. Now, like I said, I'm going to double what this calls for. That's 1 spoon per ounce. I put 8 in there, so let's go for another 8. Now, all I did was heat the water up to warm. That's all. Now, I've got 10 in there. I was running out of room, so I had to give it a shake. $11, 12, 13, 14. I don't think I'm going to get 16 in here. But the point is, this is extra strength bleach now, okay? It will be once these granules dissolve. So I'm going to let this sit for a while. Now, like I said, I could have gotten by with 8 of those little spoons. Each of those spoons, heaping, is 3 grams of calcium hypochlorite. And as I said once before, I did the scientific math. And it only takes 3 grams per ounce of clean water to make stock chlorine for purifying water. This is now extra strength. I could go the extra 2 spoons, but I don't have the room in the bottle for it. Maybe I do. So we'll make this totally double strength bleach. That's what it is, bleach. One, 2 more. That's 16 in the bottle. That's most of this pill bottle full. Now, I'm going to leave this sit and dissolve and hydrate all them crystals. It's going to take a little while. And in 3 or 4 hours, I will bring you back and show you how to use this on that. So we'll talk to you in a little while. It's going to be about 4 hours for me. It's going to be about 2 seconds for you. Whilst we wait for that bleach to dissolve, this is the tarp I'm talking about. As you can see, it's got all kinds of dust and dirt on it, and leaves, and probably squirrel shit. This is how I attach it to the bucket so that it pulls down and the water all goes in the bucket. When I woke up this morning, it rained all night. This side of the bucket, the far side of the bucket, this bucket on this side was just chock-a-block right to the top full, and the bucket on the other side was 3/4 full. Unfortunately, here's what the water looks like inside the bucket. Lots of dirt in the bottom. So what I'm doing is I'm going through a double filtration system, and an old coffee filter basket, and then a piece of tightly woven cotton underneath that. So the water is coming down, so it looks a bit cleaner, but it's still kind of green in color. That's because it came off the trees. And when I started dipping out of these buckets, there are a few leaves floating in them. That's fine. Little tiny bit of tannic acid in the water ain't going to hurt nothing. Because after that bleach finishes dissolving, it'll knock the color right out of that water, I'm pretty sure. But it'll definitely deal with any of the little germs floating around in there. But in the meantime, I'm still filtering through my primary filter system, just like this. This is to take large particulate matter out. This is to, leaf, mold materials, bug bodies, big particles of dirt. The filter basket catches the biggest stuff, and the fine woven cloth underneath catches most of the fine particles of sand and dirt. And that has all been through that. It all looked like this, with the dirt in the bottom. That bucket was the bucket that was on the other side. So you can see I've gotten all the fine dirt and stuff out of it. So at this point, I'll bring you back when it's time to bleach this water, or I should say, when it's time to use stock chlorine in it. And once I stock chlorine this water, it is my policy that the water will sit with the lid on the bucket for 3 days before I use it for anything. Well, that is anything except washing dishes. I will use it tomorrow for washing dishes, because it'll already have the chlorine in it, the bleach in it. But for now, this is what we've got. This is as far as we've got. I'll bring you back. By the way, don't forget to